Yeah,
dude. You know, that'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pre-ordered it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. What if you just go there and GameStop burnt down?
I would kill myself right there on the spot.
No, you. Dude, this reminds me of when GTA 4 came out, or 5 came out, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I went and it was a midnight release, and I was sick as a dog, and I went and got it, and then I went down like the dark way to get home, right? Well, I was going that way, and I ran into my friend Daryl, like, "Oh, what's up, Morgan? Oh, you about to take the bus? Yeah, he does. Oh, you got GTA 5? Yeah. Has you seen anybody else with GTA 5? Yeah, a few people got it at midnight. All right." And I knew he was about to rob somebody for their game. I knew.
There are stories of that with like in the 80s with Dragon Quest 3 that like it was so high demand that people on their way home from the store getting it like would just get robbed by street punks. I'm like, man, Japan used to be a country. That sounds great. Yeah.
The thing is though, like the way he catch, like, oh shit, hey Morgan, what's up? The way he did that made me know, oh, he didn't know it was me at first,
right?
And I was about to get robbed, and then he realized it was me. And like, oh shit, my bad. By the way, I was
put away the knife real quick.
Drop the fucking like Life of Schoolboys just drops the rock. Mm-hmm. But I was like super deathly ill. I was like super sick. Like he's like, you came to midnight res this sick. Like, yeah, I won't see you at class. I was in high school. I was like, I won't see you at school tomorrow. They says, oh, you gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 5? Says,
oh my god,
I'm gonna be sick.
That was high school. Fuck,
yeah,
it's been so fucking long. It's a holiday Mirabelle on this episode. This very snowy, warm and fuzzy episode of Cartoon Buffoons. I'm Wyatt, and who is here with me today as always?
Hello, I'm Morgan, and I'm the woman version of Fillmore, and I'm on it.
Yeah. And we're here to kind of take a little bit of a detour from all these shitty ass Cartoon Network things that we've been doing the past couple episodes. Finally dig into what's real, what really matters. That's the freaking holiday season. And we're doing it by returning to Rugrats. Not all grown up, just regular Rugrats. And we are here to talk about the Santa experience and the Hanukah and Kwanza specials. So all three of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, so here we are. The only one of these, the only one of these I've never seen was the Kwanza special because they came out in like 2001. And
didn't change anything.
Yeah. And I don't know. That's my, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my memories of the first two parts of that, but how about you? Do you have any like fond memories or anything about these three episodes?
I feel like, and I can't prove this, the fucking Rugrats Hanukah thing was in rotation heavy. I don't know if I can prove it, but I feel like I might have had a VHS of it. Mm-hmm. Like, because I feel like I saw it a lot growing up.
I think so, because we grew up after the like hiatus, because there was like a hiatus between season 3 and 4, where there was like some staff shift. The Hanukah special is the first thing made after that hiatus, so it's like the beginning of the downfall, basically, of Rugrats. That's not to say anything of the quality of that special. But just saying,
I think it's pretty solid in the beginning after the hiatus, you know?
Yeah.
I think we start getting into, like, the annoying Rugrat shit after.
Yes. But I think that makes sense. That it's like, oh, that was probably, like, the new thing. They probably had it, on its own VHS or whatever. around that time, like 1996, when we would have been really watching it. To be fair, when I think of Rugrats, I do mostly think of like season 2 episodes. So like the
Same.
Santa experience, I was like, oh yeah, this episode, like when I was watching it. And then I was like also looking through other season 2 episodes and being like, yep, I remember this. I remember every single fucking, like moment of this one. To be fair though, like the Hanukah one, I also did remember, but again, like the Kwanza one, it was like season 8, and I was just like not paying attention to Rugrats at that point. So
yeah. I also wasn't, and we'll get into it, but I was very much raised to think Kwanza was a fucking scam.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of just came together.
Right. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I am ever going to comment on that, or if I have any of the knowledge to comment on it. So
let's just get it out the way right now, everyone. Coringa is a bad person. He is a bad person. He's a black separatist. Fuck him. He did in fact kidnap some women. He is not a political prisoner. He's an abuser. Fuck that man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is a few figures within the Pan-Africanism movement that have like a controversial element to them, I would say, which is why I'm like, I just will not comment on it. And
I do want to make it clear. I do like the Pan-Africanism like identity. I do associate with like this is coming from a black radical. I'm saying this as a black radical. Coringa is a piece of shit. Like I can say this as a black radical to a black radical. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah. So not starting off on the best foot with
just getting it out the way. Just getting it out the way. Just getting it out the way.
Yeah. But I think we should start. Just start with the first episode that we watched of it, which is that season 2 episode. I as soon as I started watching it. It just felt so right. It felt so like this is peak Rugrats,
Of the season also, yeah. Like it felt Rugrats, it felt of the season.
Mm-hmm. It was just, it's so, season 2, I mean, season 3 as well, but like, it looks so good. It's just so beautiful, like in its ugly wonkiness, it's just like
the lumpy quality of it all, dude. Going to like the later seasons, like and seeing what it looks like, I got so sad.
Yeah,
the lumps are gone. We smoothed it out. It's such a
fucking
brutal
Hanukah
thing.
one, like. Even that is just like, oh, there's so much more on model. And then by the time you get to like digital era, like washed out color palette, like just complete. I was like, why does it look like this? Whenever I watch like a later season Rugrats episode, because we also watched one for All Grown Up because, that's where that debuted, was also like season 8.
I can't get over how bad that special is compared to the actual show.
Yeah.
Dude, someone said, "Hey guys, what if we made the pilot a billion times worse than the show?" But anyway, this episode really felt quintessentially Rugrats. The babies are all genuine and earnest. Angelica is a rat bastard, but also still a child. The adults are doing things. There's some really good jokes from the viewpoint of the adults in this episode.
There's a couple interesting like world building elements. Like it made me realize, oh, okay, so Drew and Chaz were in school together. Like they knew each other since they were like friends since 4th grade. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That this is kind of like a friend group that just evolved into adults with children, and then they just have their kids play together. It's also interesting.
Because it does set up that Chaz is older than Stu, even though they feel like the friends to me in a lot of ways. It's really, really interesting to set that stuff up. I also, this doesn't have, and I'm going to bitch about this later, because I did watch some season 8 episodes outside of the Kwanza one. Also, this episode avoids the babies can't say words jokes in a way that is prevalent. In the other seasons, dude. I felt so vindicated. I'm like, am I crazy for thinking Rugrats got way worse? No. No, I'm not actually. I was always correct. It felt good to be so right about it.
Yeah, it's weird because even like I said, I think it begins even with the Hanukah special. Like there's a lot of times where I'm like, what? Like, here it is. Here's them like saying a word that's a different word than what they mean. And that's that's like so much of the dialogue. Thankfully, it's not as bad as it can be. But like, yeah, the whole misunderstanding of that special, which I guess we'll get to in a second, is them hearing the meaning of Hanukah instead of the meaning of Hanukkah. So yeah, it's just like a stupid dumb
that's
babies.
a little funny.
I mean, sure. I'm not saying it's not fun. Like, I'm not saying it's not funny or a bad special or whatever, but it's just...
No. What I'm saying is, like, that to facilitate a plot is different than, like, oh, we gotta go to the grocery store. We gotta go to the gross store, and that's the whole joke. Like, there's nothing else to build off it.
You gotta go to the grocery store, and whatever, yeah. But yeah, very, like, that episode, like, I just remembered, like I said, whenever you're watching, especially like one of those, that era, I was just there's just so much iconography and like moments that I was just like, yep, I remember this. I remember this line delivery. I remember like this scene or whatever. I remember her ripping the beard off of the Santa. I remember like her nightmare of like Santa pouring coal onto Angelica. I like that Angelica's having like a tortured, nightmarish experience. I also like that they don't reference A Christmas Carol, despite the fact that she's having like a dark conflict revolving around, like internal conflict revolving around Christmas. And also that like this was when Rugrats wasn't really trying to like moralize or be too like sickly sweet like it kind of is later. So Angelica is just sort of rewarded despite the fact that she really did nothing in order, like, she was bad. Like, I mean, she continues to be a horrible little gremlin. Like, she's not any better because of the events of this or whatever.
Honestly, it's kind of crazy to have Angelica go to all the parents like, hey, just wondering, is there a workaround if you're a bad kid for Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Like, is there anything I could do? Yeah. And they're going, hey, Angelica, don't you worry about it. Come on, don't worry about it. Because like you're a good kid. And I'm like, okay, but guys, she's like sneak snitching on herself.
Right. But that's what I'm talking about. Another worse like special. Like if this was made in like season 8 or something like that, she would be punished for being a bad kid or whatever. She would get like a lump of coal. I don't even think she would be.
I don't even think she would be that bad. Like, that's the thing. They kind of toned down how much of a piece of shit she is also. Because, like, we'll get into the Hanukah one. She kind of gets out of pocket in that one a little bit. But this one, she's like, for reference, everyone, she does the fucking, I sold my hair to get you a new watch, and I sold my watch to get you a new comb thing to Phil and Lil. And not like out of an accidental thing. She does it to Phil first and goes, wouldn't it be funny if I stole the gift that Lil wanted? And I'm like, what do you mean, wouldn't it be funny? Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, no, wouldn't it be funny if I stole Phil's toy and gave him crayons for sisters for Christmas? And what if I stole Lil's coloring book so she can't color anything? Wouldn't that be awesome? And I'm like, are you a sociopath? Yeah. Like, what the fuck do you mean this is awesome?
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very good.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like funny. It's like that's kind of what they're more focused on at this point, is just like being like funny or interesting. Because even like again, like any other Christmas special, that kind of thing with like for a kid's show, it would start with the kids being like, who's Santa? And then learning about it and being like all excited about it. But this begins with Chucky being like, dude, there's this fucking guy named Santa. He's going to break into our house and he's going to eat our cookies. It's like, dude, what is his fucking problem? And then they're like, holy shit, we got to stop Santa. So
Chucky is so, it's crazy that Chucky in this and All Grown Up, you can kind of see where he grows up to be a piece of shit in All Grown Up here. Cause he's like this, yeah. Like, tell it his friend like this, hey, I promise you something. He's going to break into our house, eat our food. Like, why would he said? Chucky looks at him and goes, "Why would a grown man need to break into my house?" And I'm like, "Fuck, he's so funny."
Yeah.
He says, it's. I was having a great time.
Yeah.
Because Chucky, also the joke of like, Chucky, you gotta stay awake. Yeah, Tommy, I'm gonna stay. And just go right to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy's like, yeah, you know what? You right. I'm gonna go check out this after just a minute. And lays down to go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, that's real as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, obviously babies can't talk in real life, but the early seasons do feel so well observed as far as like honest portrayals of how children may act to like things that they don't know or don't understand, so like it like somebody on the crew might have been like, this was my actual experience when I tried to explain Santa like that as a tradition to my kids. They were just like, what? Just got like scared about it instead of being like filled with wonder and whimsy and etc. at somebody like breaking into our house and like leaving presents and all of that stuff. So it's like, again, it feels so much more honest and creative too, as opposed to like what you could expect from like other kid shows or things, around that same time period or even like into the future where they can play things a little bit too straight. And they never do the like, whoa, Santa, he does exist, like the M&M commercial. Because like, yeah, the Santa that shows up at the end of the episode was just hired by Stu or by Drew. And
yeah, I do gotta say, the Santa that didn't come is the realest portrayal of working a job I've ever seen in my life. This man is on his couch eating food, watching TV, and says, "Yeah, I'm calling you from my car phone. My car is broken down, so I can't make it."
Right.
Just lying it through his fucking teeth, and I'm like, this is exactly what it's like to have a job. Tell him again. Tell him again.
But yeah, good.
But
good,
yeah, solid episode. Yeah.
Good, fun thing. Not much more to talk about though. So we'll move on to the Hanukah special, which is actually the second Jewish-themed holiday episode that they did. They did a Passover special before in season 3, I believe. And Passover is a more important holiday as far as that goes with like Judaism. Hanukah kind of sucks, to be honest, as far as like the experience of, you don't get like a bunch of cool presents at once. You get like 8 shitty presents over the course of 8 days, But this was a lot of fun. It was very nostalgic, not just because the episode. It's what? Go on.
Angelica gets so close to being a full anti-Semite.
Right.
She gets so
it's
close.
The fucking Aryan blood in there from her mom.
Those blonde hair and blue eyes, bro. Angelica was close to looking at the camera and said this. I want everyone to know that Tommy is fucking Jewish on his maternal side.
Yeah.
I am not maternal. I am not Jewish at all.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here. And I'm like, Angelica, like, you can't. They take her to go experience this beautiful culture. And she goes, I want to watch a holiday special. Why the fuck do I want to go out to this place? I'm like, Angelica, chill out.
Yeah.
She goes, you know what? At least they got latke. She eats one latke and goes, there's potatoes in this.
Delicious, by the way.
What kind of stupid idiot puts potatoes in a pancake? I'm like, oh, here she go. Dude, she's about to start screaming words. She about to start bringing up fucking conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
She goes home and listens to Alex Jones. Bro, Angelica's going crazy.
You know that they have a space laser. I'm like, yeah, okay, well. But yeah, it was just very nostalgic for me, not just because the episode itself I remember, but just like, I remember going to things like this with my family, and I remember like all the fried food, the smells, the sights, and everything, and being like, why does this church look weird? And as like a 6-year-old or whatever who like knew what a church was but didn't know what a synagogue was, and then like learning about that from like my elderly Russian grandparents and great grandparents and everything. So like, there's a lot of like Boris and Minka, the two like Dee Dee's parents. Like I was like, those are 2 Russian Jewish grandparents for sure. I do very quickly, if you get to complain about Karenga, I get to complain about the ADL.
Of course, let's get into it. Let's go.
The ADL because, first of all, they are such a worthless organization as far as like actually protecting Jewish people. Second, not to get into a whole thing here about current events, but they are real dick riders for Israel for, obvious reasons, I guess. But like, it's just really depressing that they are kind of like seen as an organization that's like the face of like protecting the Jewish people, quotes. And they just, of course, lump all criticism into anti-Semitism. So anybody who is like critical at all of Israel and what they do, that is considered anti-Semitism. So there's a bunch of people that are like not anti-Semitic at all that are just thrown into that category because of shit like that. And kind of one of the most ridiculous pearl clutching examples, I think, of that was them being so mad about Boris, because they said, quote unquote, he's like a racist comic from like Nazi Germany in the 30s, which is just like, one, that sucks. That you're like, because it's just based on like the parents of like Arlene
these
Klasky.
Are real Jewish these are real Jewish people who made like representation for their real Jewish. This is the thing that gets me about stereotype in general. People go, stereotypes are bad. Okay, I don't know how to tell you this, but a lot of stereotypes are real people. So when someone of a community makes a character that is air quotes a stereotype, maybe it's based off someone they love and know. You fucking dickhead. Like,
yeah. Absolutely. That's so annoying, again, because like I said, it's like, yes, these are people that I've seen in my life and heard in my life and everything. And I'm sure a lot of fucking people, especially they live in like New York, or California or whatever, where there's a lot of Jewish people, like they just encounter them. Not every single thing, it's just like this insane victim complex. I know, everybody calm down. I'm not saying that there isn't anti-Semitism in the world and that isn't a problem.
No, but these stupid fucking Zionist shitheads don't actually care about it.
Yes.
It just, like, I really need Boris to just, like, do a new Rick special, have him look into the camera and go, I fucking hate Israel.
Yeah.
Israel's a piece of shit. I didn't even fucking do
it's
that.
Like, I have no allegiance to it. I'm from Russia. Why the fuck should I care about this fake country that was stolen from other people, by the way? So
one of my favorite things is like how Russian he is. Like, I think he's Jewish as shit, right? And I think it's great because like it was very nice to like learn about Jewish culture when I was like watching the show as a kid. But also how deeply Russian Dee Dee's parents are is also really fucking rad. Like,
I love all the like the Borscht Belt accents, especially like and I really like this special. I was surprised that there was like moments of it where it was like actually pretty emotional or like touching to me.
Dude, getting into like his, what's his rival's name?
Shlomo.
Getting into Shlomo talk about like his wife passing and like how they never got to have kids was kind of brutal. And like having him like have a nice moment with the kids, I was like, this is like having him and Boris like no, you read the story to the kids, go ahead. And just like the idea of like, hey, even if you didn't have kids, we are a Jewish community, you know? Like, my grandkids are your grandkids. Like, we could do this together. Is just a crazy good message to have in something like this. I was like, I also got pretty emotional at the end of it. Yeah. And it's funny. It's well written, and also, like, it's really emotional. Yeah. And I feel like everything a Christmas special, a holiday special should be. Absolutely. Just full stop.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of great moments of, like, it still has that, like, those like teeth to it, from like the early days. Maybe it's a little bit more like sentimental than like an earlier day episode but I think that it works for this special, especially because like it was very uncommon at the time. I know for the Passover special, that was like the first time ever that like a cartoon had done like a special about Passover. That what like I don't even think like Simpsons with their like Bible stories or whatever had done like Exodus, or stuff like that. So It's just, the only issues I have with this compared to the earlier seasons are, like I said, it's like a little bit on model. It's kind of missing a little bit of that like early personality. But for the most part, I was like really surprised. I was like, okay, yeah, they still had their mojo, like when it began, when the like after the hiatus and everything, and this like really speaks to that. I love Stu just really trying to understand his wife's culture and like, being like, all right, I'll invent the giant menorah for you, honey. And then she's like, okay. And then it's a huge fucking disaster at the end. Like you said, Angelica, her whole quest to just watch like a crappy Cynthia Christmas special is funny. The fact that she, destroys property and, this guy's portable TV player or TV, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to say this, right? No one should hit their kids.
Right.
No one. I stand by this, right?
Oh boy.
Drew, you gotta lock her in a closet for like an hour though. Listen, she's truly out of order. Mm-hmm. Like, they're lucky she's not killing cats and all that.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
just like Michael Myers.
Dude, yeah, she's gonna kill a. You know what? Knowing her parents, she probably killed the babysitter and they hid it. Yeah. They probably just hid that she killed the babysitter.
Yeah, but yeah.
You know what? Everyone talks about how scary the episode where she thinks about having a new sibling and like the big baby scares her. Yeah, she deserved it. She
probably does deserve all the evil
she brought to the world.
But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that, Rugrats obviously it doesn't really focus on like religion and stuff like that, like with the characters. Probably mostly just from like disinterest from like the creators of like wanting to portray those stories, but maybe also from like the network being like, don't do too many episodes or whatever set in these religious things. But it does feel like, Stu and Dee Dee are kind of like my own parents. My dad's was Christian, and then my mom was Jewish. But she more culturally than like she never celebrated it or practiced it or whatever. My dad, same thing. Like he didn't give a fucking shit about Catholicism, wherever the hell, because he's Italian. And it wasn't until like I met like my dad's side of the family, and then they'd be talking about Jesus and all that good stuff, and then my mom's side of the family, and like similarly, like I talked about, like go up, meet them. Like once or twice a year, and like it would be around like that holiday season, the like pre-Christmas Hanukah, and then like usually like we would do the like gift giving stuff at some vague point before Christmas because we just didn't put a lot of importance on the day of Christmas and celebrating that. So like to me, like the days before Christmas are kind of always more nostalgic to me than like the holiday itself,
Yeah, same. I remember like all the setup and stuff that goes into it. It's nice.
Yeah, and yeah, just in general, like it was very like secular, I guess. Like that's so I kind of appreciate that. That they're still able to portray like that experience. Because a lot of times if they have like a character where it's like, oh, it's this religion or whatever, or like part of this culture. They just celebrate one. Yeah, that character is like that. That's just their personality, is that they're this culture or ethnicity or whatever.
But yeah, I guess we should get to the last one.
Right. I do want to clarify for the 17 people out there who might do Kwanzaa. That's so fucking rude, Morgan. Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on. For the people out there who might do Kwanzaa, I have no issue with you doing Kwanzaa. I promise you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah.
I just want to make it clear that while this is like, it does draw on stuff from different holidays in like Southeast Africa and West Africa, right? Mm-hmm. This was made by a nigga from Baltimore. Mm-hmm. I do want to just make it clear. This is just made from a nigga from Baltimore. I do want to make it clear.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting to learn about the history of Kwanzaa and Karenga and everything, and be like, oh, this was kind of just made during like the civil rights era, you know, like during the like 50s and 60s. And like, because like when you grow up, like when you, like for whatever reason, like the 90s and 2000s, it felt like such a thing as far as like, oh yeah, of course, Kwanza, that's the other third thing, like after Christmas and Hanukah. And I was just like, okay, I guess that, you know, that's like, yeah, a Pan-African related thing. And then like I said, as I got older and I like learned more about it, I was like, oh, this is kind of recent, which is fine. Like I have no problem with.
No, it's fine. Like my big issue comes from like, as someone who is very pro-black and also against a lot of the like I believe that Christianity was forced upon black people in a way that's very unhealthy to our survival and experience, right? I agree with a lot of the sentiments Karinga was on when he was doing this, right?
Yeah.
He's just a piece of shit, and Kwanza feels disingenuous as fuck once you know anything about it in him, you know?
But I would also, it kind of goes double where I would say the preoccupation for, let's face it, this very white run show to portray Kwanza, that also I understand why Karenga himself even was like, this is just capitalist nonsense, etc.
Yeah.
So again, like not to give too much credit to him as a person. I know that he's a very controversial figure, but it's just like, I kind of got where he's coming from, because this does feel like not as earnest as like the Hanukah one. It felt just like, okay, we got one black character, you know, why don't we have it so that, oh, she has an aunt that is really into, you know, Pan-Africanism and everything, and then she comes and like teaches them about it, and it's like kind of not really about the holiday. It's just about the vague themes of, you know, like what it represents. So
it also doesn't feel like an actual holiday special, like not just like in that. It felt like the way that like the learning about the cultural stuff of Hanukah felt very natural to the plot and what was happening. Every so often, Susie's aunt just fucking raging demons into the room and starts spouting off things about Kwanzaa, like not in like a normal fucking way. Like she fucking wave dashes in and goes Harambe, and then she disappears. Like it's fucking dog shit.
Well, she needs to explain it. Like for some reason, all of the white parents, they're like, all right, take care of our kids tonight.
Why? Hold on, I'm so curious. I was like this. Why are they dropping off all these goddamn white babies at this house? I was like bizarre. Like I'm like, yo, look. So listen, Phil Lil fine because their dad had to go to the hospital, whatever. But like, Didi.
Don't you? Yeah, isn't it their house that they usually not say? Like, look, I'm not saying like Susie, like she's been there for a long time. You know,
no, Susie's like a big character at this point. Yeah.
So it's like she was the newbie in season 2, but she, you know, she's obviously like outgrown that. But like, it's just weird to be like, all right, at this exact moment where you guys are having your, you know, cultural significant holiday, it's like what we talked about with the Angelica thing. At least her uncle or aunt and uncle are related to this in some way, even though it is weird that they get this, you know, secular blonde-haired girl to show up
blue-eyed Aryan Nazi
to
baby.
The synagogue. She did not show up here, which honestly, that's kind of weird, just because like her and Susie
that's Susie's actual friend. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
I do think it's funny. I do think the idea of Angelica coming in and going, these clothes are stupid, this whole holiday is stupid, I hate Africa, would have made the episode really good, though.
Yeah.
I think if Angelica came in and had a heated gamer moment, I would have been like, oh, fuck, this rules, actually. Hold on. We're cooking with fire. But no, but like, and the thing that gets me is that this is, like, what? Kwanzaa starts on like December 26th, I think, December 25th. Is there not holiday things you could be doing with your fucking babies?
Yeah.
Where's Dill?
Yeah, Dill's not there. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's just, it's like, it was just very funny. It's just very funny.
They should have committed to just having it be Susie and her siblings.
Yeah, like, I thought that was what it was going to be. Like, I was like, oh, okay, it's starting with that. I do love
Mm-hmm.
anytime her dad shows up, just because I love her.
No,
dad.
yeah, because her dad is like fucking. He's a goddamn television writer, which is crazy to me. Her dad be like this. Her dad basically going like this. Get this fucking new shit out of my house. Her aunt is like, I'm not down with this flavorful stuff. Okay, I'm a black Republican.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
It's
do
very
think,
Uncle Phil-esque as far as
he is.
Yeah, black Republican.
I will say, whoa, Uncle Phil's not a black Republican. Chill out.
Okay, yeah.
I do think. Hold on, I gotta cough. Hold on. Oh my god, I started coughing so hard. Anyway, I'm muted. The only thing in this episode that made me laugh truly get a laugh out of me, was when Susie was setting Chucky up to get canceled.
Yeah.
Susie doing Chucky's hair had me on the ground. It had me on the floor. Had me on the floor. He's like, "Do I look good? Do I look pretty? I got hair like you, Susie." I'm like, first of all, white baby.
Yeah, we can be twins. First
of all, white baby, you can't be saying that, white baby.
We do have some knowledge of the future with him and All Grown Up, where he's like wearing a hakama, you know.
No, wait a minute. This is it. He's like, listen, if I steal cultures, girls will like me. That's the message Chucky took from this. And went into All Grown Up.
Yeah.
It's like, they love it. They love a white boy. Y'all mind if a white boy speak a little Swahili?
Yeah.
Y'all mind it? Just like, you mind if a white boy speak a little Arabic up in this piece? Habibi, he just...
But, what else? I thought it was funny that Kevin Michael Richardson is Martin Luther King, because he's also him in Boondocks. So I guess that is kind of funny to be like, all right, you're the cartoon voice actor guy that we get to do. You have like a good Martin Luther King impression, so we're just going to get you to do, his roles when he appears in other cartoons. So I thought that obviously it's ridiculous and insane that canonically, Aunt T and her husband met Martin Luther King and repaired his car on the way to a speech.
I also I don't know. It's weird to put Martin Luther King with
that. I was
Kwanza,
thinking that I was like, this doesn't. I feel like he's kind of unrelated, other than being a civil rights leader, to the Pan-Africanism movement. I know that he had some conflict with other black radical people. I know Malcolm X in his book, he was like, he's Christian, so I have a lot of problems with him. So
that was always the issue, because he's Christian as shit, but it's whatever. I don't know. This special was
that's what I tried to bring up, is that it's I don't want to overstep my boundaries, obviously, but it just feels like the white people making the show, being like, we can do the black holiday with our black character, and just kind of and it doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel as earnest as the Hanukah thing did, because like I said, that's the creators of the show are Eastern European, Jewish, etc. So yeah,
I also think just down to it, this episode, crazy enough, follows the fucking All Grown Ups episode.
Yeah, that's true.
What a crazy thing to be true.
That's
also, I think also the All Grown Ups show has a better black episode than this.
Yeah,
a far better black episode than this, because the episode where Angelica is forced to stay at the Carmichael house because her parents she misbehaves too much. And fucking Susie's mom goes, all right, Angelica, just let's get this clear. This is a black household. You are not going to be acting like this up in this bed. Right. Are we understood? And she's like, all right, damn. All right, damn. I don't know. I think it's fine because, fucking Anthony Bell did direct this and write some of it.
Right.
And, he worked on, a bunch of other shit, As Told by Ginger, Boondocks, and stuff like that. But, it just feels disingenuous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just felt like season 8 Rugrats episode, maybe a little bit better than normal. At least it didn't feel, I don't know. I was gonna say it didn't feel too cloying, but it does kind of feel pretty cloying with a lot of the stuff with Susie. Like kind of her conflict of being like, I'm not good at anything, and I was like 100% sure. Yeah, first of all, she's 3. But second of all, I was like, well, they set up at the beginning of the episode that she's like a stylist, or she's like styling the dolls and wants to style with the other characters, and then is able to style Chucky's hair.
Racistly.
Yeah. A ginger child styling his hair that way. But so I thought it was like, oh, that's what you're good at, but it was just like, nah, no. never mind.
It feels like, weirdly enough, knowing that this came after the All Grown Ups like pilot episode, right?
Mm.
It felt like they're just setting up those plots, because Susie does have this as a plot line in All Grown Up.
Yeah.
Where she feels as though she has a lot of pressure on herself to be great and stuff. But also, it doesn't work because she's fucking 3.
Yeah.
There's such a, I think everyone in the writer's room forgot how to write babies after season 3.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I know that's I feel bonkers saying it, but they just don't know how to make plots that make sense for babies ever anymore.
Yeah, it feels like a sitcom plot or something. Like, it doesn't feel like the normal Rugrats plot of like, oh, they sort of are just making like a slice of life. They're sort of just like existing kind of passively, maybe even a little proactively through some experience that they don't quite understand, but they still like, we as an audience maybe get a valuable insight. The babies may not learn anything, but we might learn something about like, oh, maybe that's, yeah. Whereas like in this, it's just like, yeah, it's just a kid's show or a sitcom or whatever, where it's like, oh, this character needs to learn a lesson. They need to, there needs to be a moral and everything at the end of the episode. And that makes sense. It's a holiday special. It's 22 minutes long and everything. But like, yeah, like I said, it feels a little bit like just of its era, just,
They had to do it, and they didn't have like any good tools to do it.
Yeah.
I will say, I did like seeing Susie's siblings, because they do all show up, except for her older sister, who's like a big-ass adult by the time All Grown Up happens. Right. Seeing her siblings, I do love... What is that? I know there's Buster, who's the sports one.
Right.
What's her other sibling name, the smart one?
I don't know. What the fuck is his name?
I hate that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
He was like the only funny part, but he was up his ass something crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I checked the wiki. Why is it labeled allies instead of like allies and enemies? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, yeah, I was looking on it last night because I was like, I don't know, I wanted to find like a voice actor or something, and there was like species human. I'm like, I don't think we have to worry about separating the characters into species. I think everybody's a human in this, unless there's robots or whatever. Did
the person that made the Dragon Ball Z wiki make the Rugrats wiki? Just like yeah, Susie's power level 19.
Yeah.
Wait, that's higher than the farmer with the shotgun. What do you mean 19? What do you mean? But yeah, I remember Susie's brother Edwin was his name from All Grown Up, and I was watching the episode last night with Kathy, and I was like, yeah, he looks like he's crazy good at like Smash Bros.
Yeah.
He looks like
yeah.
He looks like he's good at Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Smash Bros. Like he's
yes, this is a real guy that I went to high school with.
This is a real guy from
and
Atlanta
played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Who plays and Tekken. He also plays a little bit of Tekken. It was just really funny to make that joke. I don't know. This was like fine. I think this could have been worse, because I did watch the episodes like episodes from the season before. And they were absolutely worse than this. They were way worse.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this does seem like it sucks, because it's a late series Rugrats episode. But like, it seems like it's at least it's less awful than like the beginning portion of the All Grown Up episode was. So I think like there is some like pools of quality or whatever that you can get from this, and like, yeah, apparently this did get like nominated and stuff, like by the NAACP.
Woke.
Yeah, the woke DEI crowd came and
I'm okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, white boy. Let's bring it back. I'm kidding. But no.
Yeah,
but,
we'll go there.
No, that's cool. I don't know. Like, listen,
Sure.
I think it's great to like teach people
No, I
about
mean,
Kwanzaa
in 2001, it's like I still respect, for sure. You know, like
I respect them doing it. Like, I respect them doing it. I will say, pretty sure he was already convicted at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. But, it's just funny that, like, in both of these episodes, it was like, oh, this came out. Yeah, the NAACP did, like, nominate it, but, like, Kwanza himself was like, fuck this shit, like, fuck this capitalist
I fucking
scum.
hate Rugrats,
Yeah.
bro. I'll kill every Rugrat.
Yeah. And then in the previous one, the fucking ADI was like, look at that guy. He's a Nazi caricature. I was like, all right, fucking calm down. It's a guy. Okay.
Two dumb bitches going exactly. Anyway, I do want to say this has made me want to watch the 3D new Rugrats show.
Right. Okay.
Because it looks so bad.
Right.
That there's no way it can be better than this. So I think like I'm so rough on like season 8 and forward that I'm pretty sure that the 3D Rugrats show has to be like 1,000 times worse. And I think I should just sit down and watch a bunch of it to decide it. I saw what Susie looks like in that show. They sometimes took it away all her black features. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
She looks like shit.
all the characters look so fucked up and weird. Even the parents look like Dee Dee. I remember seeing her and being like, she doesn't look anything like... Yeah, like the characters, they just look so off. Like they just don't translate into 3D very well, I guess.
What made them do 3D?
I don't
Who
fucking
was like,
know.
this is a good decision? Are you fucking stupid? The thing is, though, I think like the smooth on model thing has issues, but by all grown up, I've become used to it.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Why would you do 3D? No one translates well to 3D. They all look fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like I talked about it a little bit, but like the color palette of this episode is just so like ugly looking. It's so like
bad.
drab and ugly looking, and like a lot of it takes place like when the lights are off in the house and everything. But like I will say, as much time as Auntie spent explaining like this is what this element of Kwanzaa means, I still don't know what is going on in the holiday. Like again, like I don't think that I think because it would be too much of like a whole can of worms
PowerPoint.
to open to go into like the whole history of it, whereas like with Hanukah, it's like a fable from like thousands of years ago, so they can just be like, yeah, King Antiochus and the Maccabees and all that stuff. You get the picture. And
a Maccabee's got to do what a Maccabee's got to do.
Very good. I was
actually
like very hype during moments of like just first of all just seeing the babies as like ancient Greek warriors and like old Hebrew people is just like that's funny. But then like when they actually showed like a war image of like the Maccabees and the Greeks fighting, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, like my that like activated something inside of me. But
you started power scaling Tommy.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, let's,
I mean, he has the power
Tommy
of
with
God
the
on his side, whereas they just have their inferior Greek gods. So
Tommy with his 8 nights worth of oil versus I'm kidding. Let me stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I don't know. I think Kwanzaa should have just made up a fable, just like lie. Like I think that's my issue. He didn't commit enough to making a religion. You gotta lie to make a religion. You need like a good religion to lie.
Yeah, like the golden tablets of Mormonism, and
All right, no.
Yeah.
We cannot get on Mormonism and all the things that Joseph Smith made up because he's a fucking weird shithead, dude. Actually, no, we're getting on it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Joseph Smith is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Where's the Rugrats Mormon special?
Yeah.
Where Joseph Smith goes like, yeah, dude, God came to me and said that, yo, you know what? Jesus from New York, baby.
Yeah.
From New York. Let's hear it from New York, baby.
Yeah, like actually, Israel's right here. It's in central New York the whole time. Like, whoa.
I think one day Mormons and like the fucking Zionists are gonna link, and it's gonna make the most evil group of people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Shang Tsung and Quan Chi
mean,
teaming up in deadly alliance.
They separately are already pretty bad, so
no, but they're gonna come together like it's gonna be the Alien versus Predator poster. Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're Mormon, I don't respect you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mormonism is like such a fucking racket. It's I do think Outer Darkness
it's very funny.
Outer Darkness is maybe the funniest sentence a white person's ever written.
It's really funny because like child molesters don't go there. It's people that leave the church that go there.
That's crazy. Dude, if you were like a murderous cannibal who was never murdered, you only get slightly bad heaven.
Yeah.
But if you were like Mormon and you fucking stopped being Mormon,
you're
going to outer
stop
darkness.
giving us 10% of your money in our pyramid scheme, then you are going to super hell.
Dude, it's so. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, I have the list up. Here it is. So you have Outer Darkness, which is from apostates. When you leave, you have the terrestrial kingdom, the low way, the dishonest, liars, adulterers, whoremongers, and sorcerers. Right. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Then you have like normal heaven, which is the good and Then you have like the normal heaven, which is the good and honorable, but we're blinded by the craftiness of men. That means you were not Mormon. That means if you're a good person who was not Mormon. And then you have the celestial kingdom. Here's how you get here. This list of how you get there is so funny. Good works, straight and narrow, chastity, tithing. I love that money giving is higher than chastity or something. That's crazy. And words of wisdom, and you get to it. Also, if you baptize, you get level 3. If you do endowments, you get level 2. More money. And if you got married in the temple, you get level 1 of the celestial kingdom.
Yeah, there's like multiple marriages that you do to like level up. Because you do like your
battle passes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because it's a fucking pyramid scheme. Like they just they just want to keep making you like commit to it and get more invested in it. They have to pay us even more money to evolve to the next level. You know.
Is Mormonism a Metroidvania? Do I have to like? Do I hit?
Oh, now that I have this power up, I can go back to this temple and do this endowment.
Yeah, you know? Just like, oh wow, guys, I got $14,000. I give it. I got the hook shot now, and then you go get married and you get the next. I could now do the morph ball, so you could go through the pipes to get into like hyper heaven. Honestly, we should make a Metroidvania based on Mormon mythology, and make $1 billion.
Yeah, we'll make the Mistborn game. But anyway, I guess the only other thing I had to say, I mean, I don't have anything else to say about this episode, but I just wanted to say real quick about the CGI Rugrats. I did watch a few episodes back when it came out and was quickly like, this is literally just, it's just as bad as like late stage Rugrats, but it looks way worse. And, the voice actors are all older. Some of them are just different. Like some of the voice actors just don't return. And they also like eliminated, Betty's husband and made her just like
gay.
Yeah, just
which I think. Yeah. I think that like is objectively super funny.
That is very funny.
But I think they should have just kept him in as just like another gay man.
Yeah.
And they went 50-50. I don't know why, because like they joke
discovered it themselves by going out and being like, this isn't working. I think actually I'm into the opposite, or I'm into the same sex, etc.
Like the joke wasn't ever that like Betty's gay and Howard's straight. The joke that everyone said was that they were both obviously gay.
Yeah,
that's what it was. So like I think deleting Howard is so cruel, dude. Yeah. He can also be gay, bro. Come on.
Or they can be,
or put the motherfucker on estrogen. Put the nigga on estrogen.
Yeah, or just be like, okay, but he's into like a cucking thing. Like that's
no. All right, enough. No, you're, get out of here. Get out of here, Wyatt. Get out of here. No, but like honestly, my new take is that the new Rugrats show, people go, is woke. They made her a lesbian. It's not woke enough. Howard should be on the moans. He should be on those hormones. Howard should have transitioned, and she's like, oh, I'm glad you transitioned because I'm a lesbian. Yeah. Because there's many such cases. You know what? This is the hill I'm dying on now. I will be posting about this later today,
right.
everybody.
I gotta say, kind of a weird direction that this episode has taken. Talked about Mormonism for like 10 minutes, and then now this. But hey,
let's round it out. Chucky's dead mom is so hot.
Yeah, that's true.
I kept thinking about that when Chucky's dead mom.
His
is
alive
so hot.
mom also hot, like which we talked.
Oh
about.
yeah, Kira Watanabe Finster. Let me just say, funniest hyphenated name on earth.
Yeah,
something about Kira Watanabe Finster kills me.
That is very funny. And it's like I still do want to keep my last name, but I can incorporate yours in here. It's clearly from a completely different language, but
if they were woke, they would have hyphenated Chucky's name, so Chucky would be Chucky Watanabe Finster,
right?
Because but knowing Chucky and all grown up, if Chucky had the last name Watanabe, he'd be acting up.
That is
he'd
true.
He'd be lying on the streets like, yeah, I'm Asian. What's up?
Yeah. Like, I guess he is. But yeah, the only other show that did a Kwanzaa special that I can think of is The Proud Family.
Yeah, that was magical, which is fucked up.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's mid. I guess that's my... I mean, just like a lot of it's Rugrats in season 8. What are you going to do? But either way, it was fun talking about these episodes and visiting Rugrats, and sort of, like you said, it's fun to kind of see the divide, of like quality of like, oh, it's clearly, incredible animation and like humor and everything in season 2. Still very good in season 4 with the Hanukah one, but it's sort of like missing a little bit of that personality, and then it's like all evaporated completely by the time that we unfortunately get to that, which is why, like, I think that's why All Grown Up is so good or so much better, is because it feels like all that pent up energy that they've just had to like eradicate slowly as they were going through the show to like appeal to like a younger and younger demographic. They finally got to like bring it out, so like that series has like a little bit of a bite to it, so
I think next year we should do the Futurama Santa Claus episode.
Right. Futurama did air. I mean, it did air on Adult Swim. So
it has the fucking "What the hell is Kwanzaa" book,
yeah.
which I think is, which is like, listen, look, it's a fucked up joke. White people should be making this joke, but also objectively, really a funny joke.
Drawing on the cover, very funny. The two children shrugging.
What the hell is Kwanzaa? Also, having a Santa Claus robot and then also a Kwanzaa bot, super good joke. Super good joke. But yeah, Wyatt, thank you. We did our
we're done. We're done talking about this. Our next episode, we will do a classic Christmas special, one that I'm hoping is good, like Scary Godmother was, in Olive the Other Reindeer. That will be our... I did want to do a little bit more holiday stuff this year, but unfortunately, time got the better of us.
Coming up.
Yeah, Metroid Prime is happening, and we did an impromptu episode about Fusion Fall, so that like took 2 of the slots. So we kind of just had to just do like, all right, let's do this thing for Rugrats, and then we'll do Olive. And then that's
like,
fine.
who gives a fuck about the holidays, everybody? It's just another day. Love everyone all year round, and also hate everyone all year round.
That's true.
Do what you do, dude, and sometimes what you do is doing things that you do.
Yeah. So
it started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist for secrets that it hid.
Yeah, of course. And now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. But where can we find you on the internet, Morgan?
You can find me at Girl Next Door on Tumblr and Blue Sky. Why the fuck is the Ben 10 theme so funny to us? Good. At Girl Next Door on Tumblr, I talk about many things, vampire, other shit like that. You can also find me on Blue Sky at Girl Next Door, but you gotta hurry because I hear that Angelica fucking hates the food over there. Is gonna blow it up. I don't know, man. You can also find me. I'm on Eidolon Playtest right now on their miniseries Eidolon Adult. I'm playing a character named Kiara Tight. You know, she's a rich girl trying to, you know, it's also holiday themed. So if you want more holiday content, I'm over there doing holiday stuff.
We need to get her to the fucking Jewish deli. You know, we need to get her some pastrami on rye.
Who, Angelica or my character?
Angelica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should definitely. Yeah, I think if you gave Angelica lock, she would go, "This is disgusting. Why is there fish on this? What are you fucking? Oh, the water's different." She's like, "Oh, the water's different. You got Jewish water," and everyone's like, "Angelica, chill out."
Oh, the fluoride that's calcifying her pineal glands.
Yeah, no, she's like, yeah. Everyone here got that fucking fluoride stare. She's looking around like. Dude, Alex Jones Angelica's real to me, damn. Wyatt, where can we find you?
I've seen a lot of videos. You mentioned locks, and it just makes me think of the videos of like the white Instagram girls that just put like raw salmon from like the supermarket onto their bagels,
and they get worms.
Yeah, not understanding that they're gonna get like a brain parasite from that. So,
dude, honestly, looking at our current government, don't ever let a brain parasite stop you from achieving your goals.
But all right, you can find me.
Where can we find you?
On Twitter and Blue Sky, Wazranger, WAZP Ranger. Mostly stream of consciousness stuff, but I do post about videos I'm making and podcasts I'm doing. So if you're already supporting us, that's great. If you want to support us on It's Only Magic at Patreon, you can get the Olive the Other Reindeer episode right now, a freaking week early. If you want to just follow me on YouTube for free, which you probably are listening to, then yeah, this channel, It's Only Magic. Definitely do plan on making videos for 2026. You know, I made like a pretty good handful of videos this year, so I'm kind of proud of that. And also, like, one of them was like an hour long. So for me, very long. Some people on YouTube, like 4 hours, 6 hours. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Guys, I don't know how you have the energy to edit that much video. So
yeah, I'm trying not to throw shots, so I'm gonna just let you finish. Go ahead.
But yeah, just get excited. We're gonna be finishing out this freaking holiday season with a special made by a lot of Simpsons people for some reason. That's Olive the Other Reindeer. See you there.
Later.